So you all seem to love the rebuild battles. I've gone up against some of the greats on 2K. I mean, we've had Massa, Crushables, Legendary EA, Crispy Flakes, Cam Rebuilds. Who else have I gone up against? Leo 2K. Just there's been a ton of people, and I haven't got to the biggest guys yet. I haven't gotten to, Kenny. I haven't also gotten to Six Ring. Still love to do something with them in the future. Today we are actually the big guy, and we are helping out somebody that is smaller than us and super cool guy. He goes by BobbyMire Rebuilds on YouTube, obviously. If you guys have seen in my community tab before, I posted one of his videos, told you guys to check it out. Well, today we are doing a rebuilding battle, and we are both rebuilding the Toronto Raptors. We're going to trade away Pascal Siakam, and then we're going to see who can build the best team in 3 years. I believe we're doing it where whoever wins the most championships wins, and then if we both are tied, however that happens, then we go to like total wins, things like that. But that's what we're doing. So BobbyMire Rebuilds in the description. Make sure to check out his channel after you watch this video. Subscribe to him. See if you can get him to 100 subscribers. He's doing great stuff, and he just started out, and I think he's got great potential. So make sure to check him out. But yeah, hit up his video, drop a like on that, subscribe to his channel. Also subscribe to my channel if you are new and you have not subscribed yet. Also make sure to turn on that post notification bell so you never miss an upload, and also like the video. Let's try and get 50 likes on today's video. Now let's hop into it. So like I said, we are going to be rebuilding the Toronto Raptors, and we have to trade away Pascal Siakam before we get into any games being played. But we're starting at the beginning of the 2020 season, so we simulated the entire last season. We're starting at the beginning of this year. Let's go to the draft lottery. We made the playoffs, so I'm just trying to see what pick we got. We got 23rd. All right, so that's cool. Staff signing. Nick Nurse is a perfect coach. We don't have to change that. Assistant GM, we are going to fire, even though I think in real life their GM, who is Masai Ujiri, is an absolute mastermind when it comes to NBA basketball. But unfortunately, we don't have him right now, so we're going to bring that guy in. And then Glenn Howard's going to be a good trainer for us, so I'm fine with that. I'll go to the draft, and we'll see who we can take at 23. We might throw Siakam in the trade finder here just to see what we could get for him. He's got a big contract, so we might be able to get something decent if we throw him in the pick in. We might not. All right, no trades were found. That's totally fine. Let's just go see. Let's try and get a top pick in this year's draft if we can. Like, let's see who has a top pick and what they would want for it. Like, how is Miami so bad? They want Pascal Siakam for this top pick. Not going to happen. Okay, what about, like, pick 7? Norman Powell. Might look into doing something like that. OG Anunoby. I don't know. How about pick 5 from the Knicks? They don't even want to give up pick 5. Pick 4 from... How is Denver, like, getting such a high pick? The Pelicans would want Kyle Lowry. I don't know. We're just probably going to stick with pick number 23 and see who we can get. We have 3 years to do this, by the way. I don't remember if I mentioned that. So we'll have 3 full seasons. We're going to take... I don't know who we're going to take. We'll just take Poku here, I guess. He is the best player left. And we probably have a second-round pick. Let's see if anybody fell to the second round that we could take. Not really. Kenyon Martin Jr., sure. Kenyon Martin Sr. obviously played in the NBA for a number of years and was a really solid player. But let's see what Poku ended up being as an overall. 74, that's actually really solid. I thought about getting Patrick Williams. Maybe I should have done that because I get Poku a lot. But we'll take both of these two. And then team player options, Hernandez, he can walk. Stanley Johnson declined, that's fine. I don't want him for $4 million. Terrence Davis, we are going to accept his team option. And let's get into free agency then. I guess qualifying offers first. Brissett, no. Malcolm Miller, no. Paul Watson, no. Boucher, definitely going to bring Boucher back. All right, so in free agency, we're not going to have like enough money for Anthony Davis, but we aren't that far away, and we have to trade away Pascal Siakam anyways, and I want to trade away Kyle Lowry as well. So if we could do this, we might be able to get 3 championships. So let's try and trade away Pascal Siakam here. See if there's anybody that would make sense but would also save us money. Kristaps Porzingis would not save us any money. which is unfortunate because he would be a nice player to bring in. And I have to trade Pascal, so it's not like I'm doing it because I want to. I'd love to keep him, but I do have to trade him. DeJounte Murray would be an interesting player to bring in. Devin Booker doesn't save us any money. The thing with Murray is his contract is small to where having him around is going to save us that money that we would need to get an Anthony Davis or whoever. So that's interesting. We'd have to trade away Rudy Gay, but that would be an interesting one. This one we can't really do. All right. Let me see if there's some way I can get DeJounte Murray for Kyle Lowry instead. So let's try and do that. Let's see if it pops up in a trade finder somehow first. So the Spurs, DeJounte Murray and Lucas Amanek. That would be good. We would save the money we need to. All right, yeah. Let's see if we can finesse a pick out of here somehow. Like, can I bring in this first round pick and just send you like... Oh, I don't have much for picks, so we're not going to try and do that. Let's just do this. What? Okay. I don't know why they canceled that trade, but we're going to do this trade. And so we got DeJounte Murray, who's going to be a great player for us. We'll leave him at the point guard for now, but you know if we switch his position to a shooting guard or a small forward, he was up to like an 85. We got to find the perfect trade for Pascal Siakam. All right, so who... I think we might wait until we get into the season and try and do that. So let's just leave it for now. Let's see if we can sign Anthony Davis here. And we do have enough money, so let's throw him everything that we possibly can. Otherwise, again, we'll try and bring in like DeMar or Hassan Whiteside, I guess. Oh, we are getting Anthony Davis. Let's go. That's going to be a perfect player to try and bring us a championship. We're going to have a really solid defensive team with AD and then also DeJounte Murray. Plus, we're going to bring in some other players that hopefully will be good at defense. But it will be Anthony Davis we're bringing in. Fred VanVleet, we can't bring him back, unfortunately. None of these guys we can bring back, which is rough. But we're going to have to do what we got to do. So we're going to bring Anthony Davis to the team. Make sure he comes in. And now who can we afford? Unfortunately, Fred VanVleet cannot come back. I could try and trade some. I should have looked at trading other people before. But there's not a lot of people that really make too much money that need to be traded. Norman Powell, I guess. If I could bring in a solid player that makes a little bit less money, I'll do that. Just so we can sign somebody a little bit better. Like Luke Kennard. Same overall, but it would save us $5 million. We're going to do that. Not because I want to give up Norman Powell. But bringing in... Luke Kennard. Bringing in Luke Kennard will save us some money and allow us to sign some better people here in free agency. So Alec Burks. Okay, and then could we bring in could we bring Marcus Saul back? That would be good. Marcus Saul as a backup center would be nice. And what about Justin Holiday? All right, perfect. I think we're good there. Let's go to player progression. We'll see if anybody accepts qualifying offers. O'Shea Brissett, Paul Watson, Chris Boucher all do. So that's perfect. This team is looking pretty solid. We definitely have some work to do, but Pascal Siakam still has to be traded, and we're going to try and make a splash with him. So we'll see. I will send some people to training camps. We'll have some untapped potentials, probably 2, maybe 3. I don't know what B pluses give you, but then we'll get into season number 1 and see how that goes. So we have one too many people here, and since free agency is over, we might be able to go and look at what everybody's thinking here and try to trade Pascal Siakam. The Bulls are rebuilding. We could try and get a Zach LaVine. The Grizzlies are rebuilding, but Ja Morant's untouchable. That does not mean that Jaren Jackson Jr. is untouchable. So we could look at Jaren Jackson Jr. Anybody else rebuilding? Maybe we got to get into the season. We have one too many players, so let's focus on trying to get somebody out the door. So if we trade Brissett and Paul Watson, could we bring in a pick or something? Because we don't have a lot of first-round picks. So these Utah Jazz picks will be perfect. And we'll get into the season now. Let's go check out the rotation. I'm fine with this rotation, but I definitely could use some major upgrades. So again, is anybody changed to rebuilding now? The Spurs are rebuilding. I already made a trade with the Spurs. They got Kyle Lowry from me. Timberwolves, Cat will not be traded, which sucks because Cat would be a great person to try and bring in. Bradley Beal's on a rebuilding team, and he's not untouchable, so that could be an interesting trade. Who else? Like I said, obviously, we can't do anything for John Morant, so that's kind of sucks. Donovan Mitchell is on a rebuilding team as well. Magic are rebuilding. I don't really want anybody from the Magic. Sabonis. All right, so who was I looking at before? Bradley Beal. So hold on. So let's try and build a trade for Bradley Beal here. Not going to try and give up too much more than Pascal Siakam, but if they do this straight up, okay. Could throw you like this first, I guess. And this. I don't know how much I'm willing to give up for Bradley Beal, to be honest. So let's trade Finder Siakam and like 2 firsts. If I can bring in something super nice, we'll do that. Chris Middleton's not the wave. Wendell Carter and Zach LaVine is a little bit better. Jimmy Butler, Tyler here. De'Aaron Fox, we'd have to re-sign Fox. We'd have Buddy Hield to try and make another trade because I don't know if I'd want Buddy Hield still. DeMar, Vucevic, Kristaps, and Seth Curry. That would be interesting. We'd have to give up Marc Gasol, which would kind of suck. But we could maybe try and let them keep Seth Curry if we could keep Marc Gasol. So that would be interesting. And I think that Porzingis is probably who we're going to try and get here. But let's try and trade Finder for Kristaps Porzingis instead. See if they give us any better options. Pascal Marc Gasol. Pascal Marc Gasol. Here. Let's try and take this out and see what they would want for this. No, we're not going to do that. But we can throw you this second and maybe like this first. They want Marc Gasol for Seth Curry. I don't want to give you Marc Gasol, but I'll give you even like this first in the future. They're not interested. Okay, this second. All right, okay. Instead of this first, let's try and do a different player. I don't want to give them Marc Gasol really, but I guess I have Boucher. But like, I don't have a starting center. I would rather give you like Kenyon Martin. Then they want a 2022 first and Jaden McDaniels. I don't want to do that either. Man, what can we do? 2025 first. They're just not interested in that. Okay, let me give you... Instead, I will give you Justin Holiday. Then they want to give me Jaden McDaniels and take a second. I'll do that. Okay, so Kristaps is here. I don't know if... Oh, yeah, we want to run him at center because Siakam... Yeah, because we have Anthony Davis at power forward. So Kristaps will stay at a center. And then I would like to upgrade and get a better point guard probably. And then move DeJounte Murray. So, like, could Terrence Davis and Luke Kennard with, like, this pick bring me in a solid starting point guard? Let me go see what it takes to get De'Aaron Fox in here. Let me see what it would take to get De'Aaron Fox. Because I think he'd be a great point guard for this team. They want DeJounte. See, I can't do that. I definitely can't do that. So to get De'Aaron Fox, we will give you Terrence Davis and we will give you Luke Kennard. And I will throw you this pick. And I will throw you this pick. All right, that's all it took. So we now have De'Aaron Fox to be our starting point guard. So that means DeJounte can move to a shooting guard, where he is an 88 overall. De'Aaron Fox, unfortunately, is on the last year of his contract. We'll have to re-sign him. I think it's the last year, right? Yep, last year of his deal. Porzingis will be around. Murray will be around. AD will be around. So now the starting lineup is very good defensively. Because, like, De'Aaron Fox defensively, what is he at? A-, and DeJounte Murray, A+, Anunoby, A, AD has got to be an A+, and then a B perimeter, and then Kristaps Porzingis, B+. So we're really good defensively in our starting lineup, and I think that the starting lineup is set. Then off the bench, we could probably switch Boucher to a power forward, honestly, and then Marc Gasol can still run backup center for us, and then... we'll run a 10-man rotation. And then we need to bring in a backup point guard. So we could trade like Lucas Samanik for a backup point guard. So we'll do that. Samanik and Kenyon Martin. Hopefully we can bring in just a solid backup point guard. Nothing special. Oh, Matisse Thybulle would actually be good. Run him at small forward. We can make a trade for a different backup small forward if we had to. So I actually kind of like that. Or Devontae Graham. Devontae Graham would be a nice backup point guard. We'd have to try and re-sign him, but I think it would work out for now. So we'll do that. Oh, wait. Hold on. That's a first, though. Keep Cody Martin. I'll keep my first. I'll take Caleb Martin instead. They want that first really bad. Would you take this first instead, I guess? Okay, no, I'm not going to do that. Okay, so what was my other option? We could get Matisse. Oh, that's with the first two, though. So I guess we're going to have to give up the first. Get Devontae Graham in here. And then this is what the rotation looks like. Okay, I think this is pretty solid. Then we're going to go ahead and send Poku down to the G League. And maybe Jaden McDaniels. Was Jaden McDaniels in the rotation? He was. So we'll just send Poku down to the G League then. And we might have to sign somebody to do that. Yeah, we will. Okay. All right. We'll go ahead and sign. Okay, we don't have enough money to sign like anybody. So Gudarich, come to the team. And now we should be able to send Pokusevski down to the G League. And we'll send Mark. We'd have to sign somebody else. I don't want to worry about that. Okay, so this is good. Bench utilization, we're going to go down a little bit to like 45. And then for our system, balanced is 4 stars. And that's what Nick Nurse's preferred is. So that's what we're going to do. So I will simulate season number 1. Hopefully this team can win a championship in season number 1. And we can three-peat in this video. And then hopefully Bobby has like no chance of beating us. But he's pretty solid. I've checked out a lot of his videos, and he's pretty solid. So I'm a little bit worried. But I'll see you guys at the end of the season. All right, so season number 1's over, and Giannis won MVP. We ended up with 62 wins, which is awesome. Not that worried about like building a good team right now. The team is pretty much set as long as we can bring back, as long as we can bring back De'Aaron Fox. And was there somebody else on a 1-year contract? Don't remember. But yeah, De'Aaron Fox is the main piece. Devontae Graham would be nice to be brought back as well. Lloyd Pierce wins Coach of the Year, even though Nick Nurse got 62 wins. That's fine. Okay, is AD going to make anything here for the Raptors? He does make All-NBA third team. And then defensively, do we have anybody? Not on first team. Second team, we do have AD. So they're sleeping on DeJounte Murray. All right. And rookie teams, I don't think we had any rookies. So we're the 1 seed over here. Let me check out the stats, and then I will put myself in the corner so y'all can see. But AD and Porzingis played really well. Fox, we definitely got to get Fox back. That is my biggest, I don't know what I'm trying to say. That's like the biggest priority this offseason. And then Murray played really well. 13 points for Murray with 6 rebounds and 7 assists is great. Devontae Graham came off the bench and did his thing. And Boucher's, we should try and bring Boucher back as well. 10 points and 8 rebounds off the bench. Solid. So let's go ahead and let's simulate this first round matchup against Orlando. See if we can get ourselves our first championship just here in year number 1. We beat them. Time to go up against Boston. And Boston eliminates us in 5 games. Okay. That's all right. We got 2 more seasons, and the team's only going to be getting better. Draft lottery. I think we might still have our first round pick. We do. We have the 29th pick, which doesn't really mean much. Staff signing. How many years does he have left? I think this is his last year, which is unfortunate, but we will get him back. Trainer, we're going to try and bring in Sean Navarro, and he comes in. That's good. All right, perfect. So NBA draft, I'm going to look into trading our pick because I doubt there's going to be anybody super good at our pick, but maybe. So let's check it out. Pick number 29, there's nothing found. So let's just go to our pick then, I guess. See if anybody falls to us. And hopefully we can take somebody that's decent. Keon Johnson, Isaiah Todd. I bring in Keon all the time. Trace Jackson Davis would be decent. Backup power forward for us. Or Isaiah Todd. We're going to go with Isaiah Todd. See how he looks. And hopefully he's decent. He is a 74. All right. So that's actually really solid. Cody Martin, actually, yeah, he can get his team option. Qualifying offers: Boucher, Graham, Goodrich, Fox, Anunoby, all of them. Anunoby would be big to bring back as well. Free agency. Yeah, we're not going to have any money. So let's just focus on... Okay, so Devontae Graham is restricted. I'm just going to try and... I don't know. Because, like, De'Aaron Fox should be restricted as well, right? He definitely should be restricted for us. Let's just see what happens. Okay, we're not going to renounce the rights on any of these guys. I don't know why 2K glitches out or what happens there. We're going to match that. We're going to cap hold the rest of these guys. So it looks like De'Aaron will be back on the team. And he is. So then let's go ahead. Devontae Graham, we'll just throw him this contract. Who else was it? OG Anunoby, we'll throw him that contract. And then, was it Boucher that we needed to bring back? Let me go find Chris Boucher, and hopefully he can come back as well. So it's Boucher. Oh, we don't have enough money for Boucher. Okay, so if anybody was going to be lost, that's the guy I was hoping it would be. So he's prepared to... Okay, so we'll match that. We will sign OG Anunoby. And Devontae Graham, come back to the team, dude. All right, we got Devontae Graham, so that is clutch. And everybody else, they can accept their qualifying offers if they want to. But I'm interested to see player progression. I want to see how good Poku is and see if he possibly could be the backup power forward for this team. So AD is obviously nice. DeJounte Murray jumped up a bunch. He's now a 91. Porzingis and Fox are good. Who are we missing in our starting lineup? Our small forward. Oh, Anunoby's right there. Okay, Boucher is up to an 84, so that's actually really solid. Poku's up to an 80, so he can definitely be a backup for us. All right, this team looks nice. I will simulate training camps. I'll send some people to some untapped potential. We should have 3 this season, and then we'll get into season number 2, see if we can win a championship in that year. All right, so if we ran the rotation as is right now, it'd be great. I would like to upgrade my small forward position, if possible. But the bench is actually really solid too. We'd need to, you know, get a small forward in here. So like trade Poku or something, I guess. Or maybe even trade Boucher for a small forward. I don't know. But I want to try and trade away Anunoby and see if we can bring in a better starting small forward somehow. It's very possible we won't be able to find one. And if we don't, it's not the end of the world. OG Anunoby will suffice for us. But let's try and trade away Boucher and see if we can bring in a backup small forward. Colin Sexton, he's a shooting guard, unfortunately. He's a little bit too small to play the small forward. Could bring in Robert Covington to do that. TJ Warren, who's been going off, he would be great. He could actually start for us. And then we could have... I'm forgetting names now. OG Anunoby come off the bench. So TJ Warren can come in. Maybe they'll start him. Maybe they'll still start. Okay, they're starting him. OG Anunoby will be off the bench. Team looks solid. And we'll send like Isaiah Todd and Jaden McDaniels down to the G League this season. So McDaniels and Todd, we might have to sign somebody to send him. Okay, so let's go get a free agent. Can we bring in Luke Kennard? Do we have enough money for that? Oh, we do. All right, so we got Luke Kennard. That's clutch. And we'll send down Isaiah Todd to the G League. What am I going to do with Luke Kennard now, though? Oh, we could trade away Alec Burks, I guess. And Luke Kennard can be our backup shooting guard. Or we can trade both of them away and try and get somebody even better. That's what I'm going to try and do. If we can't do it, it's fine. But they might be able to bring me somebody solid. Because I have both those two a lot. Josh Richardson. I haven't had Josh Richardson in such a long time. Could bring Terrence Davis back. That'd be an interesting person to have here. Karis LeVert. I think I'm going to go with Josh Richardson. I think that would be a solid player to have on this team. So we're going to do Josh Richardson. Brings more defense for us. All right, this rotation is set. We got our people in the G League, and I think we're pretty much ready to rock and roll with season number 2. I like this team. This system is good. I'll simulate season number 2. Hopefully we can get over that hump and make it to the finals and win this year. But I definitely need to do it next year because I know Bobby's going to get a championship. We got to get one too. We're started out 6-0. I'll catch you guys at the end of the season. All right, our second season's over, and this year we won 69 games, 13 losses. Such a beautiful sight to see. I mean, the team is just stacked, and I'm really pumped about it. We should be able to win a championship. Here are the awards. I doubt we have... Oh, Anthony Davis makes Defensive Player of the Year. Okay, that's cool. And Nick Nurse wins Coach of the Year. Davis is also on All-NBA First Team. Defensively, he's on Defensive First Team, of course. And DeJounte Murray isn't slept on this year. He makes Defensive Second Team. Rookie teams, Poku makes Rookie Second Team. That's awesome to see. We are the 1 seed again. Let me check out the stats and see how everybody looked. AD 24, Porzingis 18, Fox 15. Yeah, so this team is solid. TJ Warren 13. Graham and Murray looked really good as well. And I like what we got from this team. We're super solid defensively. I'd like to see what our defense looked like. We give up 111 points per game, which is the least in the Eastern Conference, the least in the entire league, and we also score the most in the Eastern Conference. We score the most in the entire league too. So that's awesome. Obviously, we have the biggest point differential as well. But let's go ahead and simulate round 1 against Detroit. I don't know who they have to where they're making the playoffs, but they did. And now we got to go up against Giannis, I believe, right? Is Giannis... Am I on the right team? Yeah, Giannis is still on the Bucks. So let's see what happens here. We're down 2-1. Let's simulate with Simcast. Seems that I have better luck with Simcast than just simulating the games. But looks like we're going to go down 3-1. All right. We're going to have to make some big moves. If we don't win the championship this year, people are going to get traded. We're going to win Game 5, though. Can we win Game 6 as well? And then force a Game 7? If we force a Game 7, I'll jump in if I have to. We are going to force a Game 7. That's clutch. And let's see if we can win a Game 7. They're pulling away early, and I'm down by 40. I'm not jumping in. I'll just embarrass myself. We're eliminated again. I'm sure Bobby is having better luck. I hope he's not for my selfish reasons, but I think he's probably having better luck than I am. Ben Simmons and the 76ers win the finals. And we're off to our final off season. Let's see. Don't think we had our pick this year anyway, so let's go staff signing. We're going to have to bring Nick Nurse back. So we'll throw him $7.5 million. Perfect. And draft, I have nobody, so rookie signing. We might have a second round pick. I don't think we do. We don't. So team player options. We're going to accept team options on Poku and McDaniels. Then qualifying offers. Sure, everybody can get one. And then in free agency, yeah, we can't bring Luka in. Seth, nobody. Who do we have money to bring in? TJ Warren's got to be brought back, so that would be good to bring him in. We're going to... Oh, we can't keep Marc Gasol, which is unfortunate. But we got TJ Warren back. Let's try and bring in Marc Gasol now. $7 million. Should be enough. And how about James Ennis? And we should be good then. All right, so that's what the team looks like. Player progression. Team's going to be at its greatest form now when we get to player progression. Everybody should be at their peak. 80's a 99. We got 92 and 91 and 90. All right, we're going to have to make a big move for someone. Let's get AD another superstar. But I'll send some people to training camps. We will get untapped potential to... I don't even know who needs it, but we'll send untapped potential to someone. And then I'll see you guys at the beginning of the third and final season. All right, so it's time to find him a star to play next to him. Who can we get for AD? Let's go check. Who's rebuilding? Nobody that I want there. Actually, hold on. No. OKC's rebuilding. Bam Adebayo is on a rebuilding team, but we don't need a power forward or center, unfortunately. We really could use a small forward, and that's what I'm looking for mostly. T-Wolves are contending now. Shout out to them. Shout out to the Timberwolves. Michael Porter Jr. is on a rebuilding team. Jimmy Butler's on a rebuilding team. He would probably fit on this team really well. So let's think about Jimmy Butler or Paul George is on the Hornets. So Butler's on the Heater Hornets. Let's try and get somebody. Otherwise, we're not going to be able to get LeBron. He's a 92, though. Maybe we could get LeBron. Let's throw TJ Warren in the trade finder and just see what happens first off. Michael Porter Jr. pops up. Mo Bamba. Hunter. Trying to get a superstar, though. So, like, LeBron, even in his old age, would be nice. Let's go try and trade finder for LeBron. He's on the Lakers. I wonder if if anything will pop up for him. Kyrie's on the Lakers, too. All right. Kristaps and OG Anunoby, and we bring in Marcus Howard and LeBron. De'Aaron Fox and TJ Warren. Let me try something. Take De'Aaron out. Take Marcus Howard out. I'll just throw you in 2 first-round picks, and will you do this trade? Raptors are getting $13 million more than allowed. Oh, that's why they're throwing other players in. Okay, who could I throw in here? I'd throw you like Richardson. All right, I shouldn't have maybe done that, but I did it anyways. So LeBron and AD are back together. We got Porzingis. Starting lineup is set. And then this is what the bench looks like. It's honestly not that bad. We could use a shooting guard. So maybe we'll trade Jalen McDaniels for a shooting guard. So McDaniels and let's go Marcus Saul in a second. And can we bring in a shooting guard? Bogdanovich would be cool. Isaac Okoro. He's a small forward, unfortunately. Seth Curry. Halliburton from the Timberwolves. We could switch him over. We'll go with Bogdanovich. We'll also bring in Thanasis Antetokounmpo. So what the team looks like. AD and LeBron are both here. Team is set. We need a center, though. So let's take Isaiah Todd and try and get a center. Todd, Thanasis, and a second. Just bring in a solid backup center. And we should be pretty much set to go. So, I don't know. Daniel Gafford would be a solid backup center. Okay. Daniel Gafford will come to the team. We're also bringing in Mario Hezonja. All right. This is the team. I'm really happy with this team. I love having AD and LeBron together in Toronto instead of LA. De'Aaron Fox, DeJounte Murray. All right. We're going to win a championship. Hopefully. So I will see you guys at the end of the final season. Hopefully we can actually do some damage and make it past the second round. I'll catch you guys there. So record-wise, we were worse than last year. We ended up going 62-20, but I think we're built for the playoffs more this year. So let's just hop into it. I don't think we're going to have any awards here. Nick Nurse does win Coach of the Year, so that's cool. Any Raptors on anything? AD does make second team. LeBron makes third team. Murray and Davis both make defensive first team this year. All right, so the team is going to be really good. We're the 1 seed again, and I just realized I was in the bottom left the entire time. Sorry about that. Let's go check out the stats, and then we'll get into the playoffs. But AD and LeBron's still 92, which is great. All right, this team is ready to make a run for it. So let's see how they can do up against Orlando. And gosh, we can't even sweep the 8th seed. We're going to have a tough time with this team, I think, too. We're up 3-1. All right, we move on, 4-2. We got the 7-seeded Chicago Bulls. That's helpful. We should be able to beat this team. And we sweep them. Okay. Okay, who are we going up against? The Grizzlies. All right, let's go game by game. Let's see if we can win. We take game 1. Can we take game 2? They take game 2. Okay. Can we take game 3? They take game 3. Okay, let's start simcasting. And can we take game 4? And we're going to take game 4. Yeah, by 45, we take game 4. Can we take game 5? And not... All right, they're starting out hot. Close game here. Very close game. Down by 9 now. I should have stopped it a little bit sooner. So they end up winning by 4. All right. So it looks like we got game 6. Can we win game 6 and move on? It's going... Looks like we're up a little bit. But it's pretty back and forth. If I have to jump in, I will. Because I need to win a... If I don't even win a single championship, this is a total failure rebuild. But it looks like... we're going to win game 6 and force a game 7. We do by 14. Now let's go game 7. Jump in if I have to. We're up by about 20. And we're going to win. We go on and win by 18 points. Anthony Davis wins Finals MVP, and we finally get the championship after our third try. Wow. Great. I mean, team was really good. Super happy with this team, and we won the championship. That's all that matters. Now it's going to come down to see how good Bobby did. So if you guys haven't already, if you're not from his video first, now take your time, go watch his video, subscribe to him, like his video, you know, help him out. Subscribe to me if you haven't as well. But yeah, super fun to do this. I can't wait to watch his video and see how he did. But thank you guys so much for watching. As always, it's been TKE. It's been real. Peace out.